Hey everybody, how's it going? Today is Sunday and I decided to kind of just have a lazy day and make some slips. So I got a new knife in. You don't know what that is yet, but I had a mail call on I think either Thursday or Friday, and I wanted a slip to match the knife that I got in. So as you can see by the title of this video, one of these is a fail and one of these isn't. Let's put away the one that isn't first, and let's take a look at the one that is. So I can't take credit for this design. This is a Michael Richter Knives design. Richter Knives, by the way, on YouTube and on Instagram. He's the one that I've seen make this. I don't know if he got it from somebody else or what, but it's supposed to look like a holster, like a leather holster, but it's actually a knife slip. And I messed up on it. Right here, this little area in here is too small. Let's see how small it is. I think it's, well, that's centimeters. I need inches. It's about 1.25 to 1.375. I couldn't really see it on camera, but you get the point. Too small. Because this is the first one I've made like this. My dad hasn't even seen the other one. He's seen the fail. But, I mean, it's not really a fail because it turned out the way I wanted it to, just doesn't fit the knife. A little too small. As you can see right here, all the way around just looks like one solid piece of leather. That's what I try to get, because like right there you can see the two pieces of leather together, but then right there on the edge it looks like one solid piece. That's what I like. And stitching, I like the white with the brown stitching, but first time I've made a style like this where this side it's not stitched all the way around, it's actually folded. So how I did this was I had a piece of leather probably about, I don't know, probably about 6 inches, and I folded it in half like a pancake or like a taco, whatever you want to call it. And then I kind of traced out the design, how I wanted it, put the knife up to it, kind of traced it out, chopped it, took it on the sander, got sandpaper, sanded it how I wanted it, and this was the design. But that weldwood, the leather glue, once you get it glued in there, it kind of just stays shut like that, which you don't know if the knife fits until after you break it in and kind of get your finger in there, stretch it out, and then actually try to fit the knife in. So I didn't know it didn't fit until the very end when I was done, about an hour and a half into this, and I was finally done and didn't fit. Kind of sucked, but it is what it is. I might try to find another knife to put in there, but there's my little Maker's Mark Carolina knives. Stitching looks good on the back. Stitching was great. Everything was great all the way up until it did not fit. It probably went until there, and then it just wouldn't go any farther. I kept trying to push it, and it just wouldn't work. But this is the one I just got done making probably 5 minutes ago, right before I started filming. Kind of a darker tan I did on it. I kind of felt like going darker after I saw the way this one turned out. There's my Maker's Mark right there. All the way around. Solid. All the way around. It's the way I like it. Solid all the way. Maker's Mark. It's kind of hard to get it where the knife doesn't mess it up, but kind of darker on the edges, lighter in the middle. That's how I like it. Opened up perfect. But this was the mail call that I was making the slips for. This is a Great Eastern Cutlery. If you can kind of tell that pattern, it's a gun stock, which it matches up perfect with the gun stock, gun holster slip that I made for it. Brass shield, which is kind of odd. Brass pins, brass bolsters, everything's brass but the steel back springs. Pin blade, great snap. This is a 44 pattern. 44 is the pattern. 1 for the style of blade, style of the main blade. 2 for how many blades, and 18 for the year, so 2018. Listen to this snap. Man, great snap on a pin blade. Carbon steel. Snap. Dang. I think they call this sunset bone, sunset amber bone, something like that. It has a cool, like, kind of cross jigging on it. You can feel that. Well, I can. Y'all can't. But the back bolster is kind of just squared off and then has some sort of like taper bevel to it. And then it says unexcelled, which is the trim package for this. And the top bolster has kind of like a pinch to it. Not really a pinch, but kind of like a little slant. And then a flute in it. Now this clip blade, great snap. Every great Eastern Cutlery has a great snap, but clip blade, swedge, long pull, kind of like a copper lock blade. You can see there was an etch in the blade, but it's kind of been worn off. Just got the patina on it. Half stops. Great Eastern Northfield unexcelled, made in USA. Great Eastern Cutlery, Titusville, Pennsylvania. Just oiled it up too, but I really wanted a slip for this. I've been wanting this pattern for a while. They make an ebony, and they make a bone. I got the bone one, but fits in there perfect. Got a little room on the top just so it kind of can mold it to it. Goes down to right there, which this one it went down to right there. You can see the difference. That one goes on top of that, and there's some space still. Yep, there you go. The stitching is really what got me. I did the knife perfect. If the stitching wasn't there, it would have fit in there, I think. But then you pop it open like that. This one's kind of like an odd pop. You kind of got to hit the back and the top at the same time. There you go. Slide that in there. But I really love the way this one turned out. Y'all let me know what you think. Do you like... This one's going to be number 1. This one's going to be number 2. Do you like number 1 or number 2 better? I'll find something to put in this. It's not going to go to waste, but it was kind of disappointing. I spent an hour and a half on it, kind of trying to get the size and everything. But then this one went more smooth once I already got this one made. I love the pattern of this slip. Matches the knife perfect, I think. Got that real shiny brass, and then got the gun stock with the gun stock sheath. Perfect slip for a perfect knife, in my opinion. Y'all let me know what you think. If you've ever even seen this knife before. I know Case has a gun stock pattern too, but let me know what you think on the slips and which one's your favorite. Have a good day.